Hello Aquarius, Elsie here. Guess what, my friends? A bonus read. Look at that. Y'all just came out the gates. Once I separated all those readings and y'all got individual readings, you guys have just been coming with it. Thank you so much for doing that. Aquarius, I'm here to give you a reading because you got 923 clicks, views on my last Aquarius read. So that's close enough for me. I do it at the 1,000 view mark, and that's close enough for me. You're less than 80. I'm sure that you will be viewing more before the week is out. So let's take a look at what is coming up for you, my friends. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Look, it's a big month for you, is it not? Coming up your birthday month on the 20th, right? And Pluto's just going to slip right into Aquarius. There is going to be great change this year for you, my friend. Pluto's a little bit of Fight Club, I'm just going to say. And when Pluto's in town, and it will be for the next 20 years or so, there's a lot of upheaval, a lot of changing of the mind. Now I'm going to do it my way. It's a lot of... it's like we've been moving slow up to here, and now we're just there. Now we're going to do it. Now we start slicing and dicing. So let's take a look at you and see what's coming up here. When I do the bonus reads, Aquarius, I do not leave a date or a time on them. Some of you, this will resonate now. Some of you, it'll be in the future. But either way, please be reminded that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. It's all right. Just take the parts that are your parts and leave the rest for someone else who it might be for them. All right, here we go. We've got the 8 of Cups as we talk about slicing and dicing. We've got the 8 of Cups. So we do have something here that I feel there's something going on here where someone is about to go on an adventure, go on a journey. It's time, I think, to walk away from something that is not necessarily working out the way you thought it would. So we have the 8 of Wands here. Maybe this is something that is moving super fast, too fast for you to keep track of here. It also could be communication that made you pull away or made you disconnect emotionally for something. Could be some hard conversation here. Tell me what else Aquarius needs to know, please. We have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. I want to say that with the Wands energy here, it feels like you've been trying to move or get away or leave or pull away emotionally for a while. I just looking at the 7 of Wands here, this particular depiction shows somebody who's, the strong man is pulling open these bars, and it feels like you've been in jail for a while. For some of you, maybe it's somebody that you know that's actually been behind bars, but it feels like you're ready to make your great escape from being in a stagnant energy. The 7 of Wands is like holding your ground because you didn't want to let go because other people would say, oh, look at Aquarius, just kind of, throwing it away and not really even trying. And I feel like you held on for, partly because you're very loyal, incredibly loyal, right? That's you. And that other than that, it feels like it's something that you just weren't ready to let go of. Tell me more. Tell me more about Aquarius. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. It's like it was moving too fast. The 8 of Wands tells me that. It may have been moving too fast, but you were standing your ground here. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. Cards are jumping everywhere. Yeah, it became very burdensome, my friend. It went from, it feels like it was moving so quickly, and you don't like to move quickly. You're a fixed sign, right? You don't like to move quickly. I'm a fixed sign too, and we will make our decisions when we make our decisions. We don't like to be pushed into anything, right? Because we're cautious, because we only want to do it once, right? Cautious about the situation, and should I wait around a little longer to see what's going to happen here? You're not the one that gives up easy because you are very loyal, a loyal lover, a loyal friend. You are someone who is, maybe kind of silent because you're stuck up in your head, but nonetheless, I feel like you did feel stuck. I feel like you're making your great escape here. That's what it feels like. You're escaping something that's been very heavy and moving too quickly here. With the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands tells me that you're almost at the finish line. You're almost there. We go from the 6 to the 7, right? You're almost ready to go for some of you. If this is a job, maybe, or if this is a relationship, take it as it resonates, but it feels like somebody feels like it's moving too quickly. It's becoming burdensome. I need to disconnect from this thing emotionally. And I feel like walking away or getting out of jail here is something that is just around the corner. You're about to cross the finish line here. And the 6 of Wands also tells me that whatever was back there, yesterday or before that, whatever was back there could have been traumatizing. It was a dark time. It's a really hard time for you, probably because you're carrying around all of these wands. Look, the sun shows up, and I think that's the final straw. Because when the sun shows up and you see it, Aquarius, you can't unsee it, right? It's the truth. You could be dealing with someone who is Leo. We do have a lot of fire energy here as well. One card that is in water, but the rest are in Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. But also it tells me that you're about ready to take action, that you're no longer wanting to stand your ground. It's harder and takes more energy to stand your ground and fight against it, because whatever you resist will persist, right? That's what Eckhart Tolle tells us. And it's the truth. Whatever you do resist is going to continue to keep coming back over and over again. Tell me about the 8 of Wands, please, for Aquarius. Tell me about the 8 of Wands. Why is the 8 of Wands here, please? The Magician. It's something that you wanted. Initially, it's something you manifested or something that you wanted here. We have the King of Wands. And the Emperor. For those of you, if you're looking at this as a situation or a job, I want to say that your manifestation is that you're leaving, I feel. And I feel like with the Magician and the 8 of Wands, it's like something that you've been manifesting, you've wanted to do, you've been thinking about it, and asking the universe, what should I do? I feel like it goes from like the dream state, it goes from being up there to being down here, because it comes down here and materializes. So it goes from like the dream state or the wish state or the meditation or the dream state, it goes from there into being a solid plan. So it feels to me like you've been hanging around a while waiting to see what was going to happen, because you really didn't want to make the move, you didn't want to leave, but it is becoming really, really heavy for you here. We have the King of Wands, which tells me that you're moving out of, you're not just making a quick, risky assessment and running off. I don't think that's what you're doing. I feel like with the King of Wands, it tells me you're inspired. It's like inspired motion forward. You are taking a step forward. And it's because you've decided that you are going to take control of the situation that you felt was out of control, out of your control. The Emperor shows up to tell me that you are taking inspired action to move forward. And it feels like you've just made up your mind. You're not taking no for an answer. The Emperor energy is one of taking control, being the one who's out front, the one who's the authority. It's like I never did have to wait for them to tell me to go. I could just go whenever I wanted to. I'm the authority. For some of you, the Emperor could represent a boss, and the King of Wands could represent, look, this person's making unilateral moves. They're not even including me in the situation anymore. This Emperor is making, all of the decisions by themselves, and they don't really care what happens to me. Could be an employer, could be someone you're in love with, could be a member of your family. But I feel like we've got Aries energy here twice. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. It's a choice, a really tough choice that you're making to begin again, to start all over. The Ace of Pentacles is under the bottom of the deck here. So that is in the future. Tell me what became very heavy. For some of you, it could have been a workplace romance that came to light. We do have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. The Knight of Cups is here. It could be a workplace romance that is now out in the open. Everybody knows about it. But it also could be that, love of self, that you've decided you've got to stop lying to yourself, that it's not you're not in love with the job anymore. You're not in love with the person anymore. You still have feelings for them, but the Seven of Swords in the reverse tells me that something here is revealed. What's revealed is I got to take care of myself, the Eight of Pentacles. I can work hard. I can work harder than everybody else here, but I have to do it on me. It feels like you're just being honest with yourself, honest with where you are in your progression so far in the world, in a relationship, in a job. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like it is time. It's almost time for you to go. Tell me about the Six of Wands, please. Because it's time to get you out of this stuck energy of the Seven of Wands, being immovable, not changing your mind. It feels like it's got you really stuck there. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. And we've got the Three of Cups. I think you're happy with your decision. I feel like this says to me, respectfully, you know, like the Queen of Cups, it says respectfully, I'm not into the competition anymore. Someone else may have brought someone else in as competition. And the competition could be someone that they brought into the workplace, someone that does your job or is expected to do your job better than you do it. And if it is love, it feels like it is that you thought you were going to have victory with the Queen of Cups. You were compassionate. You were the one who was very giving. You might have water in the chart. Maybe you don't, but for some of you, you do. And it feels like what you needed to get away from is everybody sucking on your energy. The Queen of Cups is one, when she's on her own and not in the Empress energy, the Queen of Cups is always in danger of being depleted, right? She can go in the reverse at any time because the Queen of Cups is someone who's not really regulating her energy. Everybody is taking from her. She's giving willingly, but she doesn't realize that she has to drink for herself. And if she doesn't, she will become emotionally depleted. So I want to say that you, if you're in the relationship, are the one who is the doter, the one who is kind, the one who is deeply in love, but I feel like somebody introduced some sort of competition and you're not about it. You're no longer in indecision. You don't care about the competition. It's time for you to be happy. We do have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Tell me what was brought to light, please, for Aquarius. Tell me what is the big idea, because it feels like you've had a breakthrough or the sun is here to give you great clarity, tell you it's time to grow. And tell me about the sun, please. We've got, there you are, Aquarius energy. The sun is shining on you. The sun is shining on your hope, on your healing. It's like it's amplified. You're in a time of healing right now. That's what it feels like, that you are clear about what you want to do, about how you're going to move forward, and that you are the most important thing for you. Aquarius has the sun, which is really beautiful here. We've got the Queen of Swords. You have to be honest. You have to be clear. You must liberate yourself from the Two of Swords. It feels like you were in this condition, in this relationship, in this job for a very long time. And it took you a while to be able to release yourself from the Two of Swords. The Queen has a sword and there are two other swords here, which tells me it was heartbreaking. And that's time for you to heal because the Star is here. It's a realization that you were stuck here and that you couldn't make a decision to leave because maybe your boss asked you not to. Maybe they kept giving you more money to help you stay. But it feels like at the end, it ends up getting a bit toxic because someone's making unilateral moves and they don't include you. They don't really care how it feels for you, whether it's in a relationship, a situationship, whatever it is. It feels like somebody is making decisions that no longer include you and are no longer benefit to you. It could be a boss, but I think that after this information comes to you that someone is no longer taking you into consideration when they make decisions for their own life, it feels like you decide that you are the emperor and it's time to go. You need to take control of the situation. It's time for you to make the decision to walk away, because when the sun is here, once you see it, once the clarity comes, my friend, you can't unsee it. Tell me what the outcome is here for Aquarius, please. We've got the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Look, you made the right decision. If this is your decision, you made the right decision, because wherever you're going next, you're going to have to work really hard. You're going to have to hustle to get what you want, whether we're talking about love, a job, or a situation. You're going to have to hustle. The Two of Pentacles tells me that you leave this place of whatever this is, and the next place you go to has you really busy. Now you got to make up for lost time. You're starting over again, right? You may even pick up a side gig or a second job, but it quickly goes from the Two of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles here. The Page of Cups. I think this is compassion for yourself. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It feels like with the Page of Cups, it's compassion for the self, it's self-love. And you, in the end, after making this really hard decision you were stuck on making for a while, I feel like you end up having more self-love. You end up having more confidence. You're moving in ways that are very stable and sturdy. You're very grounded. You're very dependable. And other people see that. Happened to me one time too, where I left a job where I felt like I couldn't do anything right. The boss was on me. And it was so hard to be in that job. And when I left that job and I went to the next one, I was their damn superstar, because I've been hurt over and over and over in this other job and really been treated terribly, that when I went to the next job, I ended up being this freaking superstar. That's what I think happens to you here. The next place that you go, whether it's a job or a relationship, they really realize your worth immediately. They meet you in the Two of Pentacles, but you immediately go to the 10 like that, because they realize that you do have self-love. It's transformation. I love it. I love it, love it. Scorpio energy. Here we go. You are no longer by yourself. You now have all of the queens. So you're no longer in fear of becoming emotionally depleted, because the Queen of Wands has got your back. The Queen of Wands within the Empress is going to tell you and remind you to take a drink before you service or help or dote on anybody else. The Empress is a very balanced energy. Someone who's very creative, very loving, makes a beautiful home, is really good at what they do, helps others. The Empress is the drop of water in the ocean that ripples out everywhere. Everyone who is around the Empress is the one who benefits. Yep, you're doing reciprocity here. So whether you're feminine or masculine, let me know if this is your story, because it looks like it turns out really beautiful for you, no matter if this is love, work, or a situation where you just felt stuck and you couldn't get out of. It feels like you're liberating yourself from that situation. Bravo to you, my friends. My very cerebral geniuses. Genius move. Good job. I'm out for now. Love you guys. Bye.